So tell me, what do we got to talk about today?
Today we've got Death Stranded trailer review, Fire Emblem Three Houses will test you, Minecraft Earth, Super Smash Bros. Fighter Pass price cut, iPhone 2020 model, Spider-Man rights could revert back to Sony, Stranger Things new viral meme, Sam Raimi is still haunted by his unmade Spider-Man 4, a Space Invaders movie, Amazon Prime Day strike, Nike making a SpongeBob SquarePants sneakers, Before We Leave game trailer review, 007 has no gender, Linda Hammond explains why she's back for Terminator 4, Star Wars Episode 9 rumored epic lightsaber battle, Taika Waititi returns for Thor 4, Love, Death, Robots review part 13, Squeezy Bits picks, Google smartphone speakers, they're always listening, Inebriated Fitness, Myostatin the ultimate cock blocker, Garbanzo's Corner, let's see them aliens. All this and more on this week's episode of Keepin the Geek Bros. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes, Keepin the Geek Bros podcast, episode 71. I'm your host, Vibe, and with me are my fellow Geek Bros,
Darth Flex.
And Garbanzo.
Before we get into today's spectacular topics, a long list today, that's what she said. Darth Flex, tell these fine people where to find us on social media.
Of course, you beautiful alien hunters. You can now check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEEKBR0S. Now, you can also send us emails and any of your blueprints or plans on how to rush or not to run through Area 51 at geekbros with a 0 at yahoo.com. Please do so. I promise there's going to be no NSA or there's going to be no CIA watching this.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Check out some pretty cool content and some news and up-to-date stuff. Check us out on facebook.com/geekbros with a 0. And then the first place to find the Geek Bros. WeBeGeeksPC.com. Now, if you want to see this beautiful menagerie of, well, I guess we're not that beautiful. We're getting older, but still, this beautiful menagerie.
You're just in you're just in your feelings because of that face app.
Oh, I look great as an old man, bro.
You did.
By the way, it's supposedly Russia came up with that app so they can steal our information. But whatever, that's neither here nor there.
Well, that's why I didn't do it. Probably did it.
You can check out this beautiful mix of milk chocolate, Egyptian cinnamon, and café con leche. Again, crack-a-lackin', but our rusty vanilla will be here soon.
So check us out. Allegedly.
Check us out on youtube.com/VireRevStudios. Studios. That's VIBEREVSTUDIOS.
All right, and we're going to move right along to comments and questions from you, the audience. So let's get right to it. Instagram comments. That's Instagram, GEKB or 0S. First comment comes from Halls Dolls, my boo thang. She says, "Oh my God, does it? Darflex looks like he's rubbing one out." Now she's referring to the episode 71 video recap Instagram preview, and of course, Darflex, you said
most of the times I do.
So if you actually go back to it, there's a part where his hands are underneath the camera, and he's just doing something like that. I noticed what it was. It was really funny. We're moving on to YouTube comments. Technically not a Geek Bros comment, but it's a geek-tastic thing. The best part of Star Wars The Last Jedi was the trailer that I made for it. I made a Star Wars The Last Jedi Battlestar Galactica reimagined style intro, and it's still being watched. It's at 4,928 views, 63 likes, and Richard Chad said 7 hours ago, which is yesterday, I actually love this intro. So the intro is actually literally modeled with clips from the trailers based on Sci-Fi Channel's reimagined Battlestar Galactica, and that was just the best thing, I thought, because if anybody knows, I hate The Last Jedi, but if you don't know beyond that, is that the chase between the Discount Rebels and Discount Empire was literally the entire arc of Star Wars of Battlestar Galactica, except it was more compelling. We liked the characters, and you wanted to watch it. So, throwing that out there. Yeah, last Jedi can suck my nuts. So,
Tell me how you really feel, bro.
I'll never change. I'll never change. Squeezy Bits commented, yes, JTS is back on episode 70. So that's from Squeezy Bits. Twitter comments, we've got there's been so many polls, and I'll tell you guys right now, if you're not following us on Twitter, you should, because now there's another 5 new polls. Or if you want to see what they are real quick before you do it, you can always visit our Facebook fan page or our Instagram, where whenever I notice they're up there, I post screenshots to let you know what's there and how long you've got. So the first poll that got 2 votes was what should Joe Taro sell on eBay next? And of course, it was 2 votes for Vibes Episode 9 hat. Listen, I got this from J.J. Abrams, okay? And I am very proud when I got this from J.J. Abrams, okay? I don't know, Flex, where the hell is yours?
I think you have it because it didn't fit my big ass head.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that's why I have 2 of them. I do have 2. I thought it was because I had gotten 2, but right, I got 2 of them. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. But no one's selling this hat because actually they probably could. How much money do you think they get up? You know what? I'm not gonna be that guy.
No,
I'm not gonna be that guy. Next one.
Be a Joe. Don't be a Joe.
Next one. Next poll is: do you find inebriated fitness on our podcast helpful or at least entertaining? So we got 2 votes. One vote for yes, and the other one is Darflex is a show. Sorry, that's funny. Stupid. Our next poll, another 2 votes, and it's funny. The next 5 polls we're going to discuss next week, they have way more votes than 2. There's actually like I think some of them are 5 or 6, I think. It's would anybody like to see a comic convention in Wynwood hosted by the Geek Bros? One said yes. One said is there beer? And I think that's the last. Nope, one more. See, told you, so many polls. Next poll is if you could have lunch with any of us face to face and get away with it. No,
that was the type of it said if you can punch any one of us.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. I didn't read it. If anyone could punch any of us face to face and get away with it, who would it be? It says that's why violence is the answer. That makes sense now. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. And of course, it's 1 vote, and it's a punch Vibe. So, mind you, by the way, in the polls before, Vibe is perfect. So there's something skewed going on here. And that's about it. So it's the light comments and questions week, but we still appreciate anything you guys send us. And it's partially because the video recap went up so late. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But we will continue this on, and we appreciate everything you guys send us. So, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Gents, tell me about your weekend. Darflex.
Absolutely. So, again, weekend, just spent a lot of time working. Still in the process with the house. Inspection was good. Appraisal came back good. Association approved us, so pretty much just waiting and working.
Waiting and working. I like that. Garbanzo.
Like Flex mentioned, we just like
waiting and working.
A lot of working, but Sunday Fun Day was interesting this week. I ended up taking a little trip over to our other home base that we've been in the past, is to Tate's, just to go check out. I made a little trip out to Tate's and picked up some new dice for D&D, and then also a couple comics, and just kind of hung out and had a couple ramen, and it was fun.
Good. My weekend was pretty much nothing. A lot of editing. A lot of. I'm actually house sitting for my mom's home, so which is luckily for me, it's like literally right behind me. So I got to go there and do chores and gardening and all that good stuff. Believe it or not, though, now that I've made it part of my routine, it's actually a good workout. I had no idea how much gardening and yard work actually makes you sweat. So what I do is I walk. So it's like the houses are like this, but I gotta walk all the way around. It's gotta be a mile easy for that walk. So
you can't just jump the fence.
I can, but that's not that defeats the purpose.
That's the Mexican part of him.
Because Flex has me. I haven't really been doing it since my birthday. I kind of started slacking, but I've been using it as an excuse to do the 10 sprints. So I'll sprint, walk, and do it all the way to my mom's place, and then back around again. So it's actually been working as I'm trying to get back into my fitness goals. Because I took a month off, and it's already ready for me. But yeah, it was fun. Other than that, I took my youngest to paintball, and he had a good time with the semi-automatic. But I have to now find a place to now service both guns because.
Oh, perfect! Look, right behind Past, Present, and Future Comics, there is a paintball store. They will service it, and it's actually a really good store.
Really?
On Sterling and University.
Perfect. Well, that answers my question. I'm going to give them a call and get those things serviced so they can get back into tip-top shape. That is it for the weekend. Thanks for sharing, guys. All right. Moving on.
What's going on with the Geek Bros? What's going on with the Geek Bros?
Fantastic. Yeah, go around so we can't hear you. But what's going on, Geek Bros? Well, basically the episode
I apologize, gentlemen. I accidentally hit the mute button.
Is that what it was? It was funny because all I saw was, and I was like, "What is that?" That's why Flex jumped in. See, that is why I have the parentheses there. Good man, Flex. But anyway, I did episode 71. The video recap is up. So is the mini-sode, which is actually an episode from 71 of Invasion from WrestleTopia. That's up there. So if you just want to know what we thought about issue 3, it's a good 9-minute video. It's a lot of fun. Little extra stuff in there. Throw it out there. Check that out. Coming up soon, I'm hoping we're gonna get the Spider-Man review out this weekend, or at least film it this weekend, and we'll go from there. And big news about our Patreon coming soon. I'm not ready yet. I'm still working on a whole lot of videos to drop on Patreon before we actually announce that. So, but when it's live, you guys will know exactly what's there, and stuff will be already preloaded. You'll be waiting for anything. You'll have at least 10 videos. One will be the inebriated reviews. The very first one will be up there, which will be a Patreon exclusive, by the way. You'll see a bunch of Geek Bros lost episodes. And there's a bunch. Believe it or not, there's a lot of lost episodes that I'm still editing and still reducing. So look forward to that. It'll be fun. It'll be well worth the money, at least in the beginning. You can do it once and see all of something cancel if you want. We'll take it. All right. So episode 71 starts now. We're gonna start with the fresh scent.
Fresh scent.
All right. Geek Bros approved movie out this week is, of course, The Lion King. Simba idealizes his father, King Mufasa, and it takes a heart of his own. It takes to heart. What do I write here? And it takes to heart his own royal destiny on the plains of Africa. But not everybody in the kingdom celebrates the new cub's arrival. Scar, Mufasa's brother and former heir to the throne, has plans of his own. The battle for Pride Rock is soon ravaged with betrayal, tragedy, and drama, ultimately resulting in Simba's exile. Now, with the help of a curious pair of newfound friends, Simba must figure out how to grow up and take back what's rightfully his. How do I want to ask this question without sounding like a chode? That who wants to see this movie?
I do.
Literally.
I do, but not. I want to see it just because it looks cool. Like I was watching the animals. It looks pretty cool. I did notice one thing. Maybe it's because it's pre-production, but in the trailer, like their mouths don't match up with the voices. But they're animals, so what the fuck do I know? But I am not feeling Beyonce
as Nala. I haven't heard any.
As anything, I don't like Beyonce in any kind of movie. Like I don't think she's talented unless it comes to like having people write songs and she sings it. And even then, she's alright.
You have any idea how much downvotes we're gonna get from that?
Dude, seriously.
From the Bayhive? Are you crazy? You lost your mind? Garbanzo, what do you think?
I'm actually kind of. This is actually by far probably one of my favorite Disney movies overall. The Lion King itself. It's.
So why would you want to see it bastardized in this way?
How we don't know what's being bastardized yet.
It's being bastardized.
The whole thing is that no, what they're basically doing is updating it with current technology. That's exactly what they're doing.
I mean,
it's still It is still. I'm sorry, it's still animated.
Right, but it is.
It's an animated movie. Just with
it is photorealistic, but it is photorealistic animals. That takes away from the magic, the mystique, and the fun of what made that movie, that cartoon series fun and enjoyable. Why would you want to see, like, literally Animal Planet with voiceover?
Do you want like an actual answer? Because the answer is money.
No, I know why it's being done. I'm saying,
okay.
Why would you want to watch it? I know why
I want to see it. Because I enjoy watching shit, man. Honestly, like I'm not saying
I enjoy watching shit.
No, I'll be honest. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna love this movie, but I'm probably gonna watch it. I mean, honestly, it worked for Jungle Book, not the Andy Serkis one. That was a little bit too dark for me, but the Disney one,
Mowgli was a little rough.
Yeah. But the Disney one with fucking Bill Murray as Baloo, it worked, man. It worked. It worked.
It was. I had that, and that was my point that I was going to make. And look what they did with Jungle Book. They still had the lighthearted, the fun feeling of the original movie, while still kind of giving a little different take on it. I don't have an issue with the Lion King being redone the way it is. At first, I was a little concerned when I heard that James Earl Jones was coming back as Mufasa. That made my heart skip a beat. I was happy about that.
Oh yeah.
Just having that iconic voice as like everything you see is yours. I can't. I mean, me personally, like it has a very strong connection to me because around the same time I did lose my father. So this movie has a very, very strong connection to me and my family. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm being optimistic. I don't think it's gonna be a situation like Aladdin. I think it's gonna be a lot more like the Jungle Book. And I mean, shoot. I mean, even Pete's Dragon was not as bad as I expected, and I love the original Pete's Dragon. So I mean, there's a couple different variations right there. Now, when are they going to redo? Now, when are they going to redo Song of the South, though?
Oh yeah, that'll happen. I can't wait till that happens. Well,
I mean, you can ride the ride in Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a ride to ride, but the fact of the matter is, I don't intend on watching this movie. I have no interest in watching this movie. After Aladdin, I'm pretty much done. I'm tapped out. I cannot have any more of my cherished childhood animated features bastardized in this way, especially for a cash grab. It is not interested.
You know what though? You know what this would be good for?
What?
A nice fat bottle of Proper 12 and an inebriated review.
Yes, because I would rip it apart while enjoying some Proper 12. I'd rip it apart.
This is why. Okay, fine, but I would love to join you guys for this because Proper 12 is absolutely amazing. But I have to watch it without you guys first because I do not want to have my first time going through me getting all emotional and sentimental in certain parts and just going.
Oh, hold on, no. We need that because when me and Jason did our first review with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
Dude, oh my god, that is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Rocket Man yet?
I cried on camera, didn't I? God, what a shit.
Vibe was like, hug him, embrace your son.
That was an amazing moment. That really was. Like I
did. I'm sorry. I was really into the movie. I was really into it, But I personally think that Marvel already made The Lion King the best way it can with Black Panther. So anything after that is unnecessary. So this photorealistic is unnecessary. Joe Taro is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and he is drinking something, and he's in darkness. And
this is actually. Oh, I'm sorry. I am in darkness. This is actually whiskey and coffee.
Whiskey and coffee.
You're fucking trash, dude. What the fuck? Whiskey
is that like a used Wendy's cup?
No. A Wendy's cup?
Dunkin'. Okay, sorry. It looked like Wendy's cup for a second.
Miami has Wendy's that look like Dunkin' down there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's really dark. It's kind of hard to see. It's like you can't even tell you're white.
How do you do that?
I'm gonna fix it right now.
No, Joe Taro, wait a minute. Wait. How many times have you washed that Dunkin' Donuts cup?
That many times.
Do you think he walks into Dunkin' Donuts and he's like, let me get the usual? They're like, all right, let's get a Dunkin' scumbag.
This is what happens when you're late, sir.
All right, let's we got
get this picture. Let's get this photo.
We need this picture. All right, so let's see your scumbag drink. Come on, Joe Taro. Good. All right, and good, perfect. All right, back to the episode. What were we talking about?
Did you do that stupid pose, by the way, that you always do?
What pose?
That stupid on the chin looking pose.
I was doing that a long time ago. It's called the Manchu pose. I just had nothing else to do, and I didn't feel like grabbing a prop.
I thought it was a thinker.
No, I call this the Manchu pose, but I haven't done it forever. It's not my thing anymore. But since you want to bring it up, not so stallion, What did you what do you think about the Lion King remake? Are you gonna go check it out or what's up?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Only because I was a big fan of the
That's
Disney.
what I'm saying. You guys keep saying I'm a big fan, so I'm gonna check it out. But because you're a big fan, you should be less interested in watching this because, again, it's what I call a bastardized version of a classic.
I wasn't a fan of Aladdin, the Disney movie at all, so I didn't
Why
go see live
why
action.
would you listen to this? So right.
Okay. What about the Jungle Book?
That I saw. I actually like the Jungle Book.
See, my point exactly.
I didn't say the Jungle Book. The Jungle Book was a movie. It was serviceable, but the Beauty and the Beast was terrible. Aladdin was terrible.
I don't like Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast wasn't terrible. It was not. It was terrible. It wasn't terrible. It was terrible.
It was terrible.
I thought they did well. Oh, I don't know. I liked it.
The only saving grace was Obi-Wan Kenobi as fucking Lumiere. That's it. Otherwise, fuck that movie.
Or
Gandalf is Mr. Clarksworth.
Yeah, that little thing. All right, well, so that's it. Maybe if enough of the Geek Bros are gonna watch Lion King, they'll give you guys a little review for the next podcast or something. Who knows? It definitely will be involving me. So we're gonna move on to what's new in the gaming world. Video games out this week, brought to you by Darflex.
Darflex. All right, so the first day of this week for video games out this week will be the 16th, and we actually have quite a bit this week, so thank God. All right, so starting July 16th, we have Lost Orbit Terminal Velocity for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. We have Kill Squad Steam Early Access for the PC, Summer Catchers for the PC, Defend the Keep for the PC, Robo Instructus for the PC, Medievals Steam Early Access for the PC. Now kicking it off with July 27th, we have Gloomhaven Steam Early Access for the PC, Let's Go Nuts for the Switch, Tidal Tribe for the PC, Noct True Tales of Robin Hood for the PC, Nightcall for the PC. Now on July 18th, we have Etherborn for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, Gabuchi for the PC and PS4, Gorn for the PSVR, Fate Hunters official launch for the PC, Horus for the PC, FIA European Truck Racing Champion. This is like the ultimate redneck game. What the fuck? Truck racing is a thing? All right, so FIA European Truck Racing Championships, PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Now we're on July 19th. We have Telefrag VR for the Rift, Vive, and PSVR. We have the monstrosity that is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order for the Switch, Nowhere Profit for the PC, and that is it for this week.
All right. Well, that was a short list then, right? Or
it's been longer than the past couple of weeks. We've had a pretty bad month.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the battle for Azeroth continues. Darflex continues.
All right. So there's two things I want to cover. One is a question from Blizzard, specifically World of Warcraft, and then my second part is me answering that question and just ranting about it. So here's the question that they posed. I don't know if anybody goes into the actual forums at Blizzard because the game masters and the developers do listen. That's why we get things like putting Robin Williams in the World of Warcraft. Like he's actually the genie in the World of Warcraft. You can find his lamp wherever he'll come out and he'll quote part of the movie. And that's just going into the forum because he was a huge fan. But that's just going into the forums, going into the blogs, and it's just interacting with the game masters, with the developers, and so on. So they're asking the question, what do you want to see next patch? Which this is one thing I do like about it. As much as people bitch about the newer version of World of Warcraft versus Classic, is they actually listen, and if it's reasonable, they will somehow, one way or another, even if it's like a reimagining or their adaptation of it, put something that the fans want to see in the game. So this is your opportunity to be heard as a World of Warcraft fan. Go on Blizzard.com. Go into their forums. Okay, I mean, do you guys know what forum means? It means a meeting of the minds. That's literally what it is. So get your mind in there, and let's make some shit happen that you want to see. So back to my part. Did you guys see that those pictures on Twitter and Instagram where I was literally playing my goblin, walked up to an Alliance gnome, and I was like, "Can I kill you, please?" because he didn't have PvP on, and I was like, please, I want to kill you, man, I please kill you. It's coming down to the point that I have to ask people in a very polite manner if I can kill them.
Yeah, but they don't understand your language though, because they're alliance, right? It'll come off like
they do. He speaks common. I speak Orcish, but goblins also can speak common. So if you go into the chat thing and you switch your language to common, you're able to communicate with them. But you can also whisper. So I asked them in common, "May I please kill you?" Okay, and then I whispered him, "May I please kill you? Please, that's PvP." Like, may I please kill you? If you guys are listening, the whole point of World of Warcraft is faction wars. He just kept okay. In your chat, there's also the defense chat of the area you're in. So if like the NPCs are getting attacked, it'll come up in a defense chat. It'll say the drag is being attacked. It was under attack. So I got on my horse, rode over there. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill some guys, because I'm assuming these guys took off their PvP and they're trying to kill some of our horde. Got there, this little bitch ass gnome just like wrecking our guards. I'm like, god damn it! I tried to attack him, couldn't. I'm like, sir, may I please kill you? Like, if you see the pictures on our Instagram, it's pretty funny. Like, you see my chat, me just sending it like a fucking asshole. Over my head, you see the text, can I please kill you? So I would like it for the developers to remove the option of not being PvP in a PvP server. Now, I understand in PvP servers there are like neutral grounds or like kind of a safe zone. For example, how, the Horde and the Alliance both have priests, the undead and the regular priests. There's a spot where all the priests meet, and they don't really represent any faction, but there are different races. You can go in there. You can't
want to be a gnome in that area.
Yeah, so you can't really kill people. I mean, you can, right? You can PvP in safe zones, but you will be attacked by all of the guards and they'll just kill you right away. That doesn't happen really anymore because there's no option to PvP other people. So I would really appreciate it if they can take the embarrassment of me having to ask people if I can kill them in a game World of Warcraft. And that is actually, that's not it for what. If you do have an account, they are giving you a gift, which is 3 days of free gameplay. So if you currently do not have a subscription, you can just log on to your Blizzard app, to your Battle.net app, and then on top of your name, you have a little gift box. If you click it, activate it, you get 3 days paid subscription. So
what?
Wait, hold on. But my question is, what if you haven't played like in 10, 12 years and you don't?
If your account is still active, just go ahead and download the app. It's a desktop app which manages all your Blizzard games like Diablo, StarCraft, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, stuff like that. Go into your Warcraft icon on your account, open up your gift, and then just redeem it, and you get 3 days. You get a total of 72 hours to play.
It's not the authenticator app, right? No,
the authenticator app is to make sure nobody it's just like a little keychain you get, so you can log in using a secondary code just for extra security. Okay. But also, I believe maybe, I don't know if they start doing it, they do have a trial for the newest expansion where you can play, I think, for about a week. You can try out the new expansion, which that's pretty good too. No, it's not. It's good. It's fun. But that is it for the battle for Azeroth.
All right. Well, Darflex is on a roll, so we're going to talk Death Stranded trailer review. Flex, this is your topic. I'm actually just looking at the trailer now, so by all means, hit us up with it.
So, I'm going to say this game looks amazing. Like, the quality, the cinematics look great. But I saw the gameplay. It's not that far off from the cinematics, man. It is ridiculous. The physics and how the character reacts to the world is just amazing. Now, before I get into it, almost nobody has any idea what the fuck this game is about, right? I'm going to give what I think it is about. You play this character, which you're pretty much, you're Norman Reedus. Yeah. Remus, whatever his name is. You seem to work for a company called Bridge. And it seems like he is a transporter, right? In the sense that he'll take certain items and transport them from place to place and so on. Now, this seems to be some kind of post-apocalyptic world where there is, I have no idea what they're called, but these kind of ghost creatures. Let's see, what's the best way to describe it? Kind of like The Nothing in the Neverending Story, similar like that. Except here you can sort of see it. And he carries around this thing called the Bridge Baby, which is pretty weird. When he turns on the Bridge Baby, he can kind of see the creatures around, and they only come in the rain. It seems.
That's what she said.
Another thing is that also the new trailer gives a different look on it and a different outlook, a different way of what the what you're going to be going up against too, doesn't it?
You mean with Generoso's father?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like this kind of symbiote-esque thing takes over. From what I see, he's the only person who still looks alive, which is the guy who plays Generoso's father. I don't know his name. By the way, the cast for this game is
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes, that's the one.
But you can see he also has like a small army, but the army, they look like World War II Vietnam era soldiers, but they're skeletons. But
they don't look like skeletons right away. While they're tethered to him, they look human. It's when they disconnect it. I
didn't notice that. Yeah, and the ghost thing, it looks like a huge like a bunch of tentacles with like human ghosts on them, and like they just suck you up. And I guess I don't know what it is that does to you, but it seems like they seem to feed on organic material because there's a ongoing theme in the game is you keep seeing beaches and beach whales with their guts out, and these tanks and these soldiers have guts on them, and they have guts on the tanks. It's really weird. It's really the really cool thing is they have what's his name? God,
Mads Mikkelsen.
The fucking director and writer, Del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, he's in the game, man. He's in the newest trailer.
That's what he looked like.
Is that small fat guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's cool.
But the game seems really interesting. It's open world. There's a lot of very interesting characters. It's still very vague on what it's about, but it seems to be post-apocalyptic, but not apocalyptic based on human destruction. But wait, actually, what's her just? No, there wasn't. I'm thinking of something else. It's just weird. It kind of seems like Final Fantasy Spirits Within, sort of.
Don't say that because Spirits Within was really not that good.
Not the movie. I'm just talking about the concept of the things that touch you and kind of take your soul, kind of shit.
Oh, okay.
But it looks great, and I mean, it's not just those things you're fighting. There's also like humans, like Ravengers and like scouts, and just around the world collecting shit. But it looks good. I mean, honestly, I want to learn more about it. I've watched a bunch of videos, but most of them really don't explain a lot of things, other than just the fight scenes and this little weird baby. The baby's interesting. I don't know.
Okay, well, I watched one of the trailers, and I mean, it looked good. There's nothing there. I saw Mads Mikkelsen, and he kind of looked like he was channeling his character from Doctor Strange a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I saw the skeleton guys, and I thought it was like a World War II game at first, because that's what it looked like originally, until I saw these weird tentacles all over a tank, and that's when I was like, what am I watching? Yeah, I don't look like a squid in the middle of it. Like, I don't know what I was looking for. Part 2, I was going to watch part 2 right now while you're talking, but it actually has dialogue, so I might as well just wait. This game is going to be a first-person shooter, or what exactly is a third-person shooter? It's going to be like GTA 5 or GTA?
Yeah, I think it feels like, from what I saw, it feels a lot like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know about the gameplay itself, but like the open world and how you just move around and stuff like that. It's very expensive. It's huge.
Yeah, I'm picturing, just by what we've seen so far, this is definitely going to be one of those. It's probably going to play more like a Metal Gear Solid, where it's going to be a lot of sneaking around, using special gear for survival tactics, and with occasional fights in between. But it's going to be mostly, I think it's going to be mostly just like a thriller kind of, or even what's that one, Dead Space, where it's like you had to, like, half the time you instead of fighting you had to run, or you had to hide.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Okay, I missed all of that, but sounds great. So, are we going to Who's purchasing this game? Who's going to review this game for
I'm
our
definitely
I'm giving the shit out of this game.
I don't have a
Well,
PlayStation 4, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, all right. Well, then look forward to that in the future. All right, we're going to move on to Fire Emblem. The Three Houses will test you. Now, this article comes from Kotaku.com. It'll test your heart and your metal. Fire Emblem houses perfectly balances tactics based on combat with anime high school simulator. It's about 50. This guy, Gina Jackson, about 15 hours in. The gaming reminds you a lot of the old school Otome games like Princess Maker 2, and I think it actually kind of reminds me of this Tenchi Muyo game that I used to play as well.
Oh, great game. Great game.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? The Tenchi Muyo game? Yeah.
Owen got me onto that. It's amazing.
I got the emulator. I love that game. I mean, heck yeah.
It's amazing.
This game is like XCOM.
XCOM is strategic like this? It's tactics?
Yeah. It's like a turn. It's kind of like a turn-based chess-like game.
Oh yeah, pretty much. So
it's like a much better XCOM from what I saw in the video, because you kind of like the XCOM, you kind of get to develop the characters and stuff, and they do die permanently. And this one, the character development is a lot more in depth. So it's pretty cool.
Fantastic. So anybody? I actually am interested. I've never played any of the Fire Emblems. I didn't really realize there were turn-based tactics game. Had I known, I'd probably play them. What all I've been interested in is Fire Emblem Warriors, because it's like Dynasty
Warriors.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all I was playing. But when I actually watched the trailer for this thing, it looks legit. Something I might actually want to play on the Switch. Just sit there handheld playing this game while I'm doing something else. So it looks good. I'm interested in playing it. Oh my god, I can't stop this thing from playing. So it seems to be good. There's basically it tailors your actions to the behaviors of your characters. So like you have a real connection to your characters, not just the places on the board with skills. So it seems interesting. But whatever. Anybody else interested? Curious? No.
I am. Yeah. I mean, I love these kinds of games.
Yeah, I was always into the whole Fire Emblem series. I even liked it when they added the characters in Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, Marth and Roy.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of Marth. I'm not a fan of Marth. I prefer Roy.
He's not a fan of you either, so.
It's the same character.
All right, so we're gonna move on to. What did you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say he's right, but one has like a fire sword type thing, and the other one is just like a bitch.
Is it the same moves though? It's just a different skin, bro.
But hold on now. But it's the same thing. I mean, isn't Falcon or Falco and
Ganondorf?
No, but you cannot say that. You cannot say that in the Smash community, because they will get on you.
But they're basically the same thing. Just the same thing as Luigi and Mario, such as
exactly.
I mean,
Luigi and Mario are not the same, because Luigi can actually hover and jump much higher than Mario. Mario is more.
That's just a little difference. It's still the same concept.
Every other character has the same moves. Luigi and Mario actually have distinct moves.
That's like Peach and Daisy.
Yeah, pretty much.
You both get it.
All right, we move on to Minecraft Earth gameplay looks adorable. This article comes from Kotaku.com. Minecraft Earth is an augmented reality mobile game based on a hugely popular series. It's coming to a closed beta this summer, actually. Did you guys watch the video of what it looks like?
No,
it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I have to admit. It's admittedly an impressive augmented reality and people illusion, basically. So where players can build structures in real life, which they can then walk around and interact in. It was interesting. I like the idea. So it's kind of like like Pokemon Go and the Wizarding World. Except you build it and then you can see it through your mobile device and you'll see it there. So let's say you're walking out into your own living room or your own backyard and you build something there. It'll stay there, and then when you move away, it's gone. When you come back, it's right there. So it's kind of like that. You see what I'm trying to say? Like it's got a Pokemon Go.
Can you build anything?
Yes. You can build a penis. Yes, you can. All the penises you want.
Penises.
You can litter your garden with penises if you want.
What I want to do is like go to like one of my black friend's house and just in his front yard, Minecraft the Burning Cross. Every time I go there, just.
Oh my God. Jeez.
So anyway.
Hey, actually, can you edit that? I forget.
No, I can't edit that out. Allegedly.
Beep,
Allegedly.
beep, beep.
We hear that.
Oh my God.
This is Flex Unchained.
Okay, this is when I need that disappointed Jesus meme right now.
It's okay.
Just full disclosure, I do not condone racism unless it's for jokes.
Yes.
I am the president of a black fraternity. I want to clear that up.
Allegedly.
Not a white supremacist.
Allegedly.
Look at me. I'm darker than Vub.
It really is.
Listen here, you. Moving on.
You're gonna call.
I was gonna call you the N-words, but
Yeah.
I realized it. So anyway, we're gonna move on to. We're gonna review. I don't know if you guys watched it. Before we leave, trailer review, and this comes from, of course, Kotaku.com. When City Builders meets Mario Galaxy, this is quite awesome. It reminds me of Civilizations, and Civilizations meets SimCity meets Spore, in a weird way. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys watched it. I saw it. I love it.
You were supposed to let me borrow Spore.
But yeah, well, I have it. You can borrow it.
I know, like 2 years ago or something like that.
Oh, sorry. Before We Leave is a non-violent city building game set in your own cozy corner of the universe. So basically, it's rediscover and rebuild civilizations. The game officially is create a multi-planet resource network, overcome ancient challenges, and fend off hungry space whales. So it's you know what? You know who's gonna love this game? Friggin' Joe Taro, because it's like an intergalactic version of what's that stupid game he likes? What is it called? Garden something? Animal Crossing. There you go. So you'll love this because it's a 3D
Animal
version
Crossing is on a platform on its own. Okay, you cannot compare.
I'm not comparing. I'm saying that maybe.
Actually, no. Actually, technically speaking, you just did compare.
So did I? I said it's okay. Fine. I am comparing. I'm comparing, and I'm gonna say that I think you would enjoy it. But since you want to be a prick about it, okay, to hell with you and anything that makes you happy in life. So we're gonna move on to. I'm speedy running through this stuff because I want to get through it. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass is now down to its lowest price ever. Now this article comes from the inventory, but it's not something. It's the inventory.com, but there's a whole bunch of other crap in front of it. So just throwing that out there. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass is now $20 on Amazon. So it's froze over there. It's a discount. It's an add-on, and I don't know if this is only for Prime Day though. This is just. Let me see. Smash Brothers remains, but then you remember you need a full. Okay, and just reminder you need a full version of the game to get it. But it looks like it's down to $20 from $50, and there is no notice of it being only for Prime Day. So check it out. If you need it, go get it because it's worth it.
Guys. Who am I?
A guy who's choking himself jerking off?
I have no idea.
More specific though, man. Come on.
I think I was pretty accurate though.
It's David Carradine from Kill Bill. Jesus.
Oh yeah, he didn't die. He died.
He died from autoerotic asphyxiation, man.
Did he really? Is that why there's gonna be no prequel to Kill Bill? Oh man.
That was like 12 years ago, man.
Look, it's too soon, man. It's
not too soon.
Okay.
I thought that he died like some other way.
No, they found him like in an Asian hotel, hanging in the corner with the butter on his neck.
I'm pretty sure.
There's photos of it online.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a conspiracy theory about that. That's not how he died. There was something else going on.
You're right. Beatrice Kiddo killed him.
So I'm just saying. All right, well, that's it for video game news out this week. Now we're gonna move on to inebriated fitness. Darflex is an exercise physiologist with a BS in exercise and sports science. He is a certified CSCS strength conditioning coach, a CISSN sports nutritionist, sports injury specialist, and currently an MMA weight cut specialist and nutritionist. Myostatin. Myostatin. I had it before I threw myself. Myostatin, the ultimate cock blocker, also known as growth differentiation factor 8. God help me, abbreviated as GDF-8. Myostatin is a myokin, a protein produced and released by what is it? Myocytes.
Myocytes.
Myocytes. I'm getting this,
Don't you
man.
work at
I'm
a
learning.
hospital?
You don't
hold
talk
up.
about myocytes in my toasted. Plus, I work in finance. I don't work in okay, I deal with monies and stuff. I don't deal with stuff. Anyway, wait, hold on. Myocytes that act on muscle cells, autocrine function to inhibit myogenesis.
Yes.
Myogenesis. That's muscle cell growth and differentiation. In humans, it's encoded as MSTN as the MSTN gene. This is the hardest one you've chosen so far for me to have to read. All right, there you go. Myostatin.
The reason why I picked this one because this is actually from the ISSN, which I am certified as a sports nutritionist, and I do a lot of studies with them and publish papers. But so in short, what myostatin does is it inhibits the growth of muscle, right? So it pretty much it's stopping you from getting massive, right? So what it does is it just if your myostatin is working properly, you won't get super jacked from small exercises. Now, have you guys seen those pictures of those cows in Asia that are super muscular?
Yeah.
People are like, oh my god, you're pumping steroids into cows. Humans are so terrible. You guys can't stop fucking with nature. I'm like, that actually happens naturally. What it is a myostatin mutation. So they have a myostatin inhibitor naturally inside their body. So that means that they're constantly just growing muscle because their body can't stop the production, which is a good thing in some cases. I mean, depends who you ask, but it's not that people are genetically modifying cows. That's how they naturally occur. It is a mutation. I mean, we are a mutation. Like being white is a mutation from being darker skinned because you move up to higher and colder climates with this little sun, so we need more vitamin D. It's just mutations that the body keeps as they naturally occur because it's kind of this whole survival of the fittest kind of thing. Same thing. Have you seen the little? There's this little like African American kid. You see like on a lot of memes. He's like super jacked. He's like bald headed, but he's like super jacked. He's like maybe 5 years old.
Yeah.
That's a myostatin mutation.
Yeah, but he's really jacked though. Like, he's super jacked.
But he's not taking steroids, none of that. It's just his myostatin doesn't work the way it does, so it's not inhibiting myogenesis or the growth of muscle fibers, right? So he's getting massive. Or it's also very common in, I forgot what dog it is, but you know that little like skinny dog, and you kind of see another one that's like super jacked, but otherwise it'd be like a tiny skinny dog. Looks almost like a greyhound. That's a myostatin deficiency. People immediately think it's steroids, but it's not.
Wait, what about that pit bull that's jacked? That picture of that pit bull it's
No, that's actually they're giving like vitamins and stuff like that. But so
yeah, that one actually does take steroids.
Yeah, that one does take steroids.
Yeah, that's huge.
And this was an interesting article because they're trying to kind of produce this for human trials, right? Like the perfect steroid in a sense, but it's not a steroid because it's something your body is going to naturally do once you inhibit the myostatin. I'm not sure how it's going to go as far as human trials because obviously like anything in the world, no matter if it's good or bad for you, people will abuse it. So I don't think it's a good idea, but I just wanted to cover it because people think that it's steroids or something like that. It's not. They're using something called CRISPR. I don't know if you guys know the company. CRISPR is a genetic engineering company, which you're able to genetically modify embryos in vitro. So you can virtually eliminate all mutations, any autoimmune diseases, any retardations, whether it's mental or whatever, or any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? What's the PC word? You can pretty much virtually eliminate any mutations at birth. So spina bifida, polio, CP, any kind of mental retardation or any kind of learning disabilities, pretty much out of there through CRISPR. Another thing about it, if you got a little bit more money, and let's take Vibe for example. Let's say Vibe finds him another girl, but they're the same size. What is he, like 5'5", 5'3"?
Yeah, he's like 5'2", something like that.
But he says, I want a very black and tall child. So I can put a basketball. Genetically speaking, he can't do that, but he can go to CRISPR, here's $50,000, inject this into the uterus, and I want me a LeBron James to come out of here. They can do that. That's CRISPR. It's not illegal. It's real science. And it's just, as far as ethics, because it's playing God.
So there's no deformities that may happen, that could happen?
Well, the whole purpose of CRISPR is that they eliminate all deformities in vitro.
Oh, so it's like a super soldier serum.
Pretty much, yeah. So
I think it's more like what's it? It's you're bioengineering a child.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. I mean, it just depends where your ethics lies, because really there's nothing wrong with it, unless it just depends what you believe in. But it was an interesting article because of the myostatin. I know I would love to have a little bit of myostatin inhibition so I can get jacked, especially now that I'm getting older. It's not going to get easier. So, and I don't want to put needles in my butt. But yeah,
Your feet.
that's myostatin for you guys. It's very important when it comes to building muscle. And you do have a deficiency, and you see the stuff online with the cows, the kids, and the dogs. It's not steroids. You guys are body shaming them because that's how they were born. That's their natural appearance.
No body shaming.
Respect, exactly. Vibe completely missed all of this, and he should have listened to this.
I'm all about body shaming. Wait, what?
Yeah. But that is it for inebriated fitness. And
wait, the one time that I have to take a break and you a quick inebriated fitness?
Yep.
Are you serious?
I said a lot, man.
You said a lot, but that was the quickest. I mean, I was only gone for 3 minutes. Dang.
Did you at least wipe?
Quick summary. CRISPR is a genetic engineering company that can change genes in vitro for the child. Now, looking at myostatin, if you inhibit myostatin, you're able to get jacked super quick. Like those cows you've seen in Asia that people think that they put steroids in a cow.
Right.
That's not steroids. Those cows are naturally born that way. It's a mutation that occurs naturally.
So they breeded them like that.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, don't body shame them. That's how they were born.
Don't body shame the cows. All right, Vibe?
Or like that.
No, I don't. I only body shame one guy, and that's you, Joe Taro.
Or like that little black baby that's like super jacked that you see in a lot of memes. Like the one that says that he just got out of prison.
Oh yeah.
That little kid also has a myostatin mutation. He doesn't. Really? He's not taking steroids. He's jacked because there's no myostatin to inhibit the hypertrophy of his muscle fibers, or hyperplasia, or myogenesis.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. If you want any more fitness and nutrition tips, or you'd like to see some of those sweet UFC posts, and follow my man here on Instagram, that's DarthFlex. That's DARTH_FLEXX. We're moving on to Garbanzo's Corner. 1.5 million people want to raid Area 51 to see them aliens. Take it away, Garbanzo.
I can see it now. 1.5 million nerds and kids who've never taken injections before.
Anti-vaxxers.
Oh, okay.
Conspiracy theorists with tin hats, and just running down. It's just running down running over fences and through bushes, for what? To find out where the aliens truly lie.
Is there music in the background playing while you're saying this?
What? No, there's this natural effect that I have.
Okay.
It's coming from his beard.
They will be ready for battle. They will bring their nunchucks, their plastic swords, and their Pokemon cards.
Is this a raid on Area 51 or live action like role playing?
Or Vibe's house?
Or actually, no. I can picture a bunch of LARPers. Guys. All joking aside, people want to go and they want to find out, and what's going to end up happening? It's going to be like the Thraki horde going against the White Walkers.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
You haven't seen Game of
No, you can't explain that to Vibe. You don't really know what's going on.
Basically, you're gonna see a bunch of people out there with flashlights running around and running with, and the next thing you know, it's all you're gonna hear is a couple, some fires and people.
That should be our picture. We should all just do this and take the picture like that.
Can I ask something real quick about this? Just a quick disclosure. People forget that Area 51 is still an Air Force base.
Yes.
Okay? And they think that they can't stop them. They may not kill you, but tear gas will stop you. If anybody's ever had tear gas or C2 gas thrown at them, it's going to stop.
That's not that serious.
And
It's
not.
not?
For, no.
Tear gas?
I was there. I was there for the Rodney King riots, and
No, you were not.
We had to do the gas chamber in the military every year. But look, listen. And let's say in the very off chance that you do get past the tear gas. Remember, every person on that base took an oath to protect the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign
and domestic.
Look, man, on Camp Pendleton, we shot regular people on a regular base. You think they won't do it at Area 51? And it's also the Air Force. They're pussies. They've never seen combat, so they're probably dying to pull the trigger on some motherfuckers.
I bet you there's a bunch of guys from the Air Force probably that work in those areas who are actually on purpose, like spreading it out, saying yes, please sign more. I want more people to come because just to get some action out there. Listen, whatever's going on out there in Area 51, I really don't care. It's not that serious. It's secure for whatever reason. It's not
that serious. There are potential secrets. There's potential stuff there that's national security, but it also can be hazardous to our future and stuff. Maybe it's not that serious. You don't want to know what the government's doing behind your back.
Listen,
especially militarily.
You're not gonna live long enough for it to matter, so it's not that serious, dog.
Dude, the end game is happening now. Soon we're gonna have the fake alien invasion, and they're gonna take the government. It's coming. Yeah. So what are you talking about?
Look, listen. You're just really the only reason you guys want to you would want to go out there is because they can actually just because you're angry they can disprove flat Earth. So listen, the whole thing is that they have a lot of whatever the secrets they may have. You know what? Go. Yes, I say go ahead. Feel free. If you want to go out there and do it, that's fine. Understand that those ladies and gentlemen who took an oath to protect that land and to make sure that no one comes in or breaches it is not going to go down without a fight. And there's a better chance that they are more prepared than you are.
Of course, yeah, 100 times more.
They probably pull out the ray guns or maybe they'll come out with a little Men in Black, little bloop, and everyone's going to go home.
Or symbiotes. Yeah. Also, really quick, just want to let you guys know that the United States Code of Military Justice does not recognize safe spaces, more than two genders, hurt feelings, safeguards. Yeah, they will shoot you because they do not discriminate. Bullets don't discriminate. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
I think personally that I like to put a call out there to all our listeners. And I think we should do a Kickstarter or some kind of like Indiegogo. I want to raise money to send Joe Tara out there in September. I want him to be one of the ones out there. I want him to be one of these first ones that are shot out that actually see what's going on out there and report to us.
Raise the money, send it to me so I can go ahead and go home with it. Yes,
even better. We need to do that. You know what?
I'll
just say, forget it.
Sell it on eBay.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even have to do an Indiegogo. My man, I can get you a couple of microwaves.
Wait, hold on. So, Joe, imagine the loot you could find there and sell on eBay.
Are you kidding me? While they're all getting killed and running to the gates.
No. I mean, like,
just going around picking everyone's pocket.
You finding some alien shit and selling it on eBay.
Oh, I'd be a millionaire.
No, he's the only person that I know that would probably just like. Everyone's gonna be running in like Naruto style, and Joseph's gonna walk in, and be like, "Hey, listen, guys, I'm just here just to watch the idiots," and they're not gonna pay attention to Joe, and Joseph's gonna walk in and go, "Oh, what's this? This will look good on my shelf." I mean. eBay, and then that's it. It's over. That's all gonna be.
I'm telling you, we send Joe Tara out there. He's gonna go with the metal detector, and he's just gonna go scouring the desert for certain stuff in there. While everybody else is running Naruto style, he's going like this, like one of those old fools on the beach, just looking for stuff in the dirt, and it'd be cool.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so guys,
they might shoot you thinking it's a deadly weapon, but all I say is put your hands up and say I'm white, and it'll help. So
it'll work.
I can totally picture him just walking in like all nonchalant, like with his fucking Dunkin' Donuts. And they're like, "So what is that?" "Oh, it's just coffee." He's like, "It's coffee and whiskey."
All right, so just so you guys understand, so the creator of the event actually posted the plan. And it says we will all meet up at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction and coordinate our entry. If we Naruto run, we can move faster than the bullets. Let's see them aliens. So, just so you guys know, I do honestly believe, and this has been, I think they've even mentioned it, this event really is fake. All fun and games aside, thankfully.
Oh yeah, my understanding that this is a gag. But here's the thing, though: 1.5 million people.
Year.
Even if 1% of those people think it's real, okay, that's 150,000 people. Okay, and 1% of people.
And I cannot wait to see them all just fall like dominoes. It's just.
Wow, you're morbid, man. You're kind of you're messed up.
I didn't say they would be dead. I just said they would end up falling like dominoes.
This has been going on for like 10 years, and nobody actually ever followed through with it.
Well, why is this year the one that is making?
Because they realize that they have fucking Facebook events. That's what social media made it possible.
Okay, all right.
The memes are real. The event is not. But I couldn't help. I had to talk about it today because. It's just the idea.
I know, it made your nipples hard.
It's just the event just sounds like so much fun. All right, and next, that's the end of Garbanzo's Corner for today.
Garbanzo's Corner, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Garbanzo, tell the fine folks where we can find more of your special beaniness.
Yeah, you can actually find me on the gram and on Twitter at BeanTKE278, and or join the Facebook group Garbanzo's Corner and let me know what else you think I should talk about.
I'm gonna add that as an outro for you. I forgot I don't have an intro or an outro. If you can give me an intro and an outro, I can put there to read for you. We can put that as part of the thing like I have for Flex. Maybe we don't need an intro, but maybe an outro. What do you want?
I can put together about an intro.
Yeah. You can write it so I can rewrite it. All right, so that's it. We're gonna move on to animation and fiction. Love, Death, Robots reviews Part 13, Lucky 13. After the drop ship Lucky 13 loses 2 crews, no pilot would fly with her, but the rookies don't get a choice. All right, so
oh my god,
what? Guard Flex, there you go, Flex. The good.
This fucking episode, it was so good that I ignored all the military discrepancies, but it looked. Like the werewolf one, bothered me so much. All the fucking mistakes they made, but this one was so fucking good. It looked so good.
Yeah,
the yeah, it was amazing. The fucking lesbian from It's Always Whatever. Fucking the Orange is the New Green, Black.
Yeah, Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Green.
What's her name?
Joe's the New Orange.
Joe's the New Vanilla.
Joe's New Orange.
So it looked amazing. The action was pretty good. It almost felt like I was watching a Halo cinematic from the Eyes of a Pelican pilot. It was fucking amazing.
Yes, I love the Eyes of a Pelican, man. That was great.
Again, the gratuitous violence. It never like you see the guys pop from the 20mm rounds coming at him and stuff. It was so good. I have no idea what the fucking war was about, but it just looked great, man. And it kind of brought me back to my military days, how that you have this piece of shit gear that the Marine Corps issues you because it's the government. Military weapons suck. But, this is my rifle. There may like it, but this one is mine. So it was great, man. I loved it. And even though it was a female character, the fact that she was a super dyke, it kind of made it easier for me to like it.
Wait, and she wasn't really a dyke in the show, though.
Come on, man.
No. Not the show. I'm talking about in the episode. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, come on. I mean, chick in the military, she's a pilot, and she has short hair. And come on. I know black girls can't grow hair that long, but it's not.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Garbanzo the good. Well, please save us.
We just lost half of our black audience.
I guarantee you no black people listen to this shit, dude.
No.
Except the Naruto runners.
Not even. I know a few who do actually.
Are they like gangsters? Are they like hardcore?
No, not even. No, not even. They're amazing, but I know they do.
Yeah, the conversation continues.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The good. It was a very good episode. I actually enjoyed it immensely. Overall, the cinematics were fantastic. Just like I can't believe I say it, but just like Vibe said, in referencing to just the eyes through the Pelican pilot. That was just that's what it made me feel like I'm watching like a live action Halo. And I mean, and it was a perfect example of what would happen if we had tried to attack Area 51.
So, like, when you were watching this episode, how did you feel about the main character's hair?
I wanted to fuck her.
look at Garbanzo. Joe Taro, good.
Look, if you get Garbanzo's head and turn it upside down, that's the main character.
No, I think Garbanzo's beard is too long, but
it's snappy enough.
I
think mine and Garbanzo's beard are both nappy, actually.
No. Yours got that sweet beard oil, and you use the shampoo every day. So you got it.
Which, by the way, side note, Vibe, I ran out of that. Anyway.
Did you really?
Yeah, I kept using it. I ran out.
When you order some more, buy me some and send it to me.
Yeah, I will not. But anyway,
I was gonna send you this beanie to sell on eBay to reimburse you, but you know what?
So good. I actually I love the fact that she was the main character. I do like her as an actress. I think she played a really good role in Orange Is the New Black. I do like her in this episode, and the fact that she was like the main protagonist in this episode was great. The visuals were amazing. I'm not big on. I don't know the lingo of the military like Flex does, but I'm pretty sure from what he says,
it was accurate.
From what he says, it says it was inaccurate. So I figured.
No, it was accurate.
No, but the action was great. I did like this episode a lot. I did. This was good.
I agree. I liked the. It was photorealistic. I enjoyed that, and that's pretty much what I enjoyed. I mean, I liked. That's really it. I like the graphics. It was an episode. It was a good episode, but story-wise, well, we'll get to that. But I like the graphics. The bad. Oh, the good. The bad. The
Just
good.
One more good. I loved how they made the connection between the pilot and the ship. How they kind of like the ship the whole time was sentient, so to speak, right?
Yeah. I think
that was a beautiful connection between the man and the ship.
It gave it a sense of humanity to it.
The impression that the episode gave me was that the ship was not only just sentient, but it had a self-preservation inside of it, because 2 times it went out, 2 times the entire crew died, but the plane came back. At the end of the episode, spoiler alert, most of the crew survived and the plane didn't. And what's the difference between the two is that I have to assume that the other 2 crews didn't give 2 shits about the aircraft, and that's like, just a tool, we can sacrifice it. So of course the AI on it didn't give him any loyalty, but because the protagonist was treating it like part of the unit, like a friend, like a partner, it respected her, and that's why it was able to fly so many perfect missions and then sacrifice itself in the end. That's the impression that it gave me. So, which is lovely. Actually, no, that's part of the good. The bad, Dark Flex.
No bad.
Okay. The bad, Garbanzo.
I actually didn't have any bad whatsoever.
Okay, you said her hair. Gotcha. Joe Taro, the bad.
I don't. That was hilarious. I don't have much of a bad, to be honest. I don't have a bad.
All right. Well, my bad is you guys said you guys love the actress who played the protagonist. It threw me off. Oh, you did? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it threw me off. I didn't dislike her, but you know, the minute I heard her voice and saw her face, maybe if it was just her voice and the animated character didn't look like her, maybe. But all I saw was Orange Is the New Black, and I didn't really enjoy her character on Orange Is the New Black. I thought she was very kiddish and whiny sometimes, and it drove me nuts. So when I saw her,
I agree with you on that. I did think she was a little weak on that show.
Yeah, so
I've never seen it, so.
I watched like a little bit of it, but I stopped watching after Jason Biggs' character disappeared. So his character just literally disappeared. But it threw me off. I had to get past that, and actually when I watched it the second time, I liked it better than the first time because I was like, oh, I know she's there. Moving on. Any ugly gentlemen?
No,
I
her
have
hair.
no ugly.
Her hair.
Garbanzo, do you,
Look at
do
him.
you, Garbanzo, do you care to chime in?
I have no bad for this particular.
You have no bad, no ugly. Gotcha. All right. Well, that's Love, Death, Robots Part 13. As we continue to go week by week through the Love, Death, Robots series, which has been renewed for season 2 on Netflix. You should check it out. And moving on to Gadgets Are Us. The 2020 iPhone is already stealing the spotlight. Did I get it? I didn't get it. All right. Oh, crap. I knew where I was. This article comes from CNET.com. The iPhone models that have already started seeing the spotlight. 2 months ago, the next iPod, within 2 months, the next iPhone will launch, and we've got some rumors. It's reported that the phone will have a 5.4-inch model, and it will replace the current 5.8-inch model, and the same 6.1-inch option as the XR. And it'll be a larger version called the Max, which is 6.7 inches, and they will have 3 OLED displays this time around. I don't know what that means. They'll have a 5G and a non-5G model. There'll be 3D mapping technology on it, Face ID setup. It'll greatly enhance AR, augmented reality, and VR capabilities. And I think that's about it. All that I see that's interesting about it. Who still does iPhones here? Me,
but I honestly don't care about it. Like I only get a new one every time my current one breaks. I give 2 shits about their updates.
That's unfortunate.
Until they can make some kind of like bridge between human and VR porn, I don't care.
Okay, and that's what I like to hear.
Haptic suit for that.
What?
Yeah,
what suit?
There's a haptic suit for that.
Oh, the Havoc suit.
What's that?
It's called. It's haptic technology. It's but it's I don't know what they call it, but I mean it's called the Havoc suit.
It is. It's called the Havoc suit. It's kind of what you saw in, like a obviously real world version of Ready Player One, like a cheaper version of that suit. That when you get kicked in the nuts, you feel it. I mean, like cheap in the sense it's not as gangster. Like you probably won't get kicked in the nuts and feel it.
I mean, I'm still an iPhone. I'm still an iPhone user, so I actually. I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I almost jumped ship off of iPhone this year with the new S10 from Samsung. But I'm gonna wait out and see what happens with Apple this year, and I'll make my final decision then.
Okay. I think I might go ahead and get it next year. Who knows?
No, will you? What do you have now, Jotaro?
I have the X.
Oh, iPhone. You're on the iPhones.
Yeah, of course I have iPhone.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But but according from sorry to interrupt, but from my understanding, I just looked this up, but Tesla was actually building a full body haptic VR suit.
Huh. I trust them.
Topic, but why do you trust Tesla?
Because they're going to Mars.
Because it's an African company.
There's no Mars. Okay, cool. It's a what company?
African.
Tesla's an African company?
Elon Musk is African.
He said there is no Mars.
Wait, Elon Musk is African? Who the hell said Elon Musk is African?
He is African. He was born in Africa, bro.
It's South African. You know they're white.
Yeah, seriously, man. What's going on, bro?
Come on, Vibe. What's wrong
Don't
with you?
assume you racist.
Don't be racist.
Fucking idiots.
Yo, listen.
Don't assume his gender. Sorry, wrong conversation.
Wrong conversation. Hold on, listen to you right now. Hold on.
You don't believe me?
Hold on. No, I don't believe you. He holds South African, Canadian, and U.S. citizenship. Okay, no, but what is his? He has triple citizenship. Can you do that?
Yes. Apparently, if you have enough money, you can do anything.
You can do anything you want.
He's a citizen of the world.
Oh my God,
he was under a rock.
He was born in Transvaal, South Africa. He's a son of May Musk and Errol Musk, a South African electrical engineer. Wow. Elon Musk is South African. I
actually, you know what? I should not. It's not a joke, but I think he speaks. Listen.
You think he speaks what?
It's hard to say. It's son.
Oh, from you mean the
Like the click language is speaking silent.
They're right. The lower class language from Conda. I got you.
Actually, what?
Yeah.
Yo, this
All right, we are moving on to Squeezy Bits picks. Squeezy Bits. Workers listen to private audio recordings from Google Home smart speakers. This article comes from theindependent.com. Oh, sorry, theindependent.co.uk. Brought to you by Squeezy Bits, the man with a plan. Google employees listen to customers' audio recordings on Google Home smartphones, the technology giants admit. Language experts are employed to analyze snippets of recordings made by users, which Google claims to help improve its voice recognition technology. This is then used to develop the Google Assistant artificial intelligence system, which is used in its Google Home smart speakers and Android phones. The assistant understands and responds to voice commands given to it, answering queries about the news, the weather, and as well as being able to control other internet-connected devices around the home. In a statement from the company, it said a small number of anonymous recordings were transcribed by its experts and reveal that an investigation had been launched after some Dutch audio data had been leaked. So, we partner, this is their statement, we partner with language experts around the world to improve speech technology by transcribing a small set of queries. This work is critical to developing technology that powers products like Google Assistant. How do you guys feel? And this is funny because I've always been saying it, that our smartphones and these things, they're always listening, and you could test this. Flex Y.
Sorry.
Flex Y. This is important. They're listening to you right now.
I don't own any of this bullshit.
I have an Amazon Alexa.
You have a smartphone? You never had that opportunity where you were talking about something and it appeared on your feed?
It's super convenient too. I'm like, oh yeah, porn.
I was talking to you about your boyfriend vibe, and I guess they were trying to listen to that, so probably, most likely.
I don't have anything important to say, so I honestly don't care. Where are they going to hear a bunch of racist jokes?
I'm telling you right now, Joe Taro, when you, not if, but when you are single again, don't come crying to me. Okay?
You know what? That actually may be true.
Okay, don't come crying at me because I'm gonna look at you and say I don't give a fuck. I was gonna tell you the honest truth because
look. You know what's funny? That will never happen.
What? That you'll be single again, or that you'll come crying to me because both of them have happened, multiple times. So I'm just letting you know because the sisters may like you temporarily, but when they realize that you're too like you for them,
this might convert. Who knows?
They what?
I might convert. Who knows?
You tried to go Islam before. You didn't like it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to maybe do the Catholic thing.
That's the other direction. You're going the other direction.
I know.
Anyway, back to what we were really talking about. This episode has gone way off. Okay. I want to apologize to the audience about what's been spoken about so far. It's so bad that the look on Garbanzo's face, he looks so disappointed. Just in general. He looks so disappointed. I've never seen him look so disappointed. You know that what hurts worse than when your parents are angry with you is when your parents look at you and say, I'm disappointed in you. It hurts. That's the look on Garbanzo's face. It's a disappointed parent. Anyway, so guys, so now you know that these Google Assistants, your phones, whatever, they're taking pieces, just a tip, of some of your audio recordings, and then they're using it for analysis. How do you feel about that?
Don't care.
Of course you wouldn't care. Joe Taro.
I'm gonna go piss.
I mean,
why?
I gotta pee so bad.
Let him go.
Yeah, go pee, Darflex.
Thank you.
Flex, you're drinking this, man. This is what makes you pee. Anyway. Vibe, I didn't hear a word you just said.
Now the dog behind you. Wow. Threw me off.
See, now that's a good picture. But I generally don't think this is like anything new. We have like Alexa. We have Amazon Alexas, which actually I just mentioned the name, and for some reason it's the light right now is blue for some odd reason. I didn't even call nothing. I didn't say anything.
Well, you said its name.
You said it's
I'm not gonna say it out loud because mine will trigger it too.
Yeah, but
yeah.
At the same time, I've seen it sometimes like just randomly come on for no reason. I mean, and I haven't said nothing. So okay. I mean, I feel like they're always listening, no matter what you have, even if you have
unless you put it on mute and turn it off, it is always listening.
Oh no, I don't believe that either. I don't believe that for 1 second. That if you turn it off, maybe if you unplug it, possibly, and there's no power to it. But I don't believe that. I believe that everything is on just a little bit, because the fact of the matter is who knows what you consider a snippet? What if they say, okay, well, let's turn this one on and let's listen to this conversation or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think it's kind of weird, and for them to admit it, but they say, oh no, it's harmless. We're using it. We need to do this because it helps with the product. I don't know, man. You can program this stuff.
The whole thing use
your own employees.
The whole thing is this: data can be hacked. If you store data can be breached and data can be leaked.
Correct.
I don't care how sophisticated your system is, how many, how big your firewall is, or your safety measures. There's always going to be somebody out there who's going to be able to breach it.
Like me.
Exactly.
Yes. Starbucks is a master hacker.
So that's why the information is going to get out. Video games have been listening to video games have been listening to us for years. We have the Kinect. We have headsets. We have our phones have been probably listening in, queued in for a long time. The point is that what are you going to do about it now? When the majority of our electronic devices, TVs, have mics. So and some of them even have cameras that if you don't cover, someone can hack in and watch you just sitting there, masturbating to porn.
I like that.
I mean, whatever. It's their prerogative and all that kind of stuff. But I should be getting paid, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Could you imagine them turning on my camera and just seeing me on my bed with a bunch of Cheetos on my stomach and just jerking it? Just like with these Cheeto dusty fingers.
How graphic is that though? The image. Oh god.
And then a tubocata cheese afterwards because you need that protein, low calorie.
Yep. Flaming hot Cheetos and Tapatio.
Oh, good stuff.
Well, I'm just saying that I'm not saying that it hasn't been happening, but the fact of the matter is that now that it's been admitted to, my phrase has always been, you don't know until you're told. Well, now we're told. So, what I'm saying? So how does that make you feel now that you know for a fact that this is what's going on? But let us know how you feel. If you are kind of shocked that they admitted to this, email us, geekbros@yahoo.com. Tell us how you feel. You're going to disconnect your stuff right now? Like my Alexa is in my room and probably not going to turn off. I never use it anyway, except for when it flashes with some weird stuff. Flex, what are you looking for? You were throwing me off.
Sorry, it was my phone for the outline, but it's right in front of me. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, all right. We're going to move on to... Oh, thanks a lot, Squeezy Bits, for the pick. Appreciate you. All right. Open mic. As we're winding down this episode. All right. So, article comes from yahoo.com. Sony Spider-Man rights could revert back to Sony. Sorry, Spider-Man rights could revert back to Sony if Far From Home fails to make $1 billion. Do we know what the box office is right now for Spider-Man? Let me see. Spider-Man Far From Home.
A lot of money.
Box office.
Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. This is the best tactic I've ever seen to push a movie, because fans would pay for the movie even if they don't want to see it, just to make sure that Marvel keeps Spider-Man and it doesn't revert back into Sony's hands and they get a chance to destroy it yet again.
Agreed.
Like, I'm gonna go out and buy a ticket. I'm gonna buy 2 tickets right now. I'll never go. I won't. I'm not, and then I have to work, so I'm not gonna be able to have a chance to go see it. But still, I'll buy the tickets.
So right now, as of right now, the movie has made $858 million, pretty much worldwide. So it's about $150,000 short of $1 billion. So, guys, if you care, and this is legit, get out there and watch that movie, because and this goes back to Sony. Officially, we will lose Spider-Man, and it's funny because the way they left Spider-Man kind of alludes to a part 3, and it kind of be weird if it just disappeared. So get out there, guys. And anything you want to say about this? No, fantastic. Moving on, Nike is making an official SpongeBob sneakers. I don't know if you guys saw this. This article comes from Kotaku.com. I only brought this up because we did the Mobile Suit Gundam sneakers. These are not nearly as creative as the Gundam sneakers. The only one that I seem to be interested in is the actual yellow one because of course. But yeah, these look like they just threw them in some tie-dye and they look terrible.
Wait, Vi, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but did you hear about how they're making I'm not sure what brand it is. It might be Adidas, but they're making sneakers based off of the Arizona drink, and they're selling them for 99 cents.
Are you serious? Where?
I can send you the thing right now. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you should do that. But have you guys seen the SpongeBob sneakers?
What sweatshop are those being made in?
Those are terrible, aren't they? And they're gonna be $130 retail.
Oh no, I'm talking about the 99-cent sneakers. I mean, seriously.
Oh, you like, son of a... Could you focus on what we're talking about here? Okay, don't hijack this. We're talking about the SpongeBob sneakers. Look at the pictures and comment.
I can't.
I want to get the pink and
which
green
one's a
ones.
Which one's a Krabby Patty?
Oh, I don't know, but I want to get the pink and green ones. Maybe the pink and green ones. That's the one I want to get for Jotaro.
Wait, so which one's? Oh, I see. The brown and white ones is supposed to be Sandy.
Yeah, I guess I like the yellow ones though. They're the only ones that have me interested because I like the way the check mark looks on it. But other than that, these are not. These are uninspired in my opinion, and I'm quite disappointed in this stuff.
Yeah, at least they should have put like some googly eyes or something on it. I don't know, man. Something.
I don't know, something better than that. I'm not digging it. But all right, we're gonna keep it rolling. Stranger Things star inspired a new viral meme. This article comes from yahoo.com/lifestyle. Stranger Things star, the little girl who plays the character Erica Sinclair, inspired a new viral meme, and that is her status. Where is it? It's
a stupid article.
It is a stupid article, but it's Stranger Things. I'm throwing it in there. So as the group passes Erica and her friends in the mall, she's sitting there eating ice cream, and Lucas stops and looks at her and says, "Isn't it past your bedtime?" And Erica says, she snaps back, "Isn't it time you die?" Now that is the new meme that everybody's saying. That you say, and it says, "Isn't it time you die?" I could see this going on. Let me see. Where is it? Here's some memes right here. Yeah. So it had one of them is right here is with Raichu looking at Pikachu. Raichu says, "Isn't your bedtime?" Pikachu says, "Isn't it time you die?" This is Noir. This is what? Same thing. There's one Robin saying, "Is it past your bedtime?" And I think that's the which Robin is that? The is that his son? Not Drake.
No. I think it's is that Damon? No.
Yeah, I think it looks like Damon. But anyway, that's what it is. Basically, an older character's looking at another character. There's a Kingdom Hearts one. There's one for Stranger Things. So whatever, just throwing it out there because Stranger Things is hot right now. Great season, and even though I didn't really like her character whatsoever, she seems to be rather popular. All right, we're gonna move on to Sam Raimi is still haunted by his unmade Marvel movie. Spider-Man 4. Sam Raimi is still haunted by this movie. Sam Raimi's unproduced Spider-Man 4 film, that this article comes from IGN.com, is the stuff now 12 years after leaving Spider-Man behind. The director gave a rare shout-out to the Spider-Man movie that never was. I had this all prepared, but it's gone now. He's currently promoting something. He says he thinks about it all the time.
He's promoting Crawl, that new crocodile thriller.
Yeah, I don't really care. That's why I was moving on beyond it. He says he says he thinks about it all the time. It's hard not to because each summer another Spider-Man film comes out. When you have an unborn one, you can't help but think what might have been. But he tries to focus on other things.
Wow, that got really dark.
What? The unborn? Yeah, I know. I think it was the way it was phrased is kind of off. So like, I mean, what do you guys think? Like he wanted to do a Spider-Man 4 to kind of round out and redeem himself from Spider-Man 3. Would you guys have been interested in a Spider-Man 4?
No, not after Spider-Man 3.
I didn't hate Spider-Man 3. I actually like the Sandman story. I like that part of it a lot.
That's one character that they bastardized Venom, made him into a little bitch.
They did. Yeah, I agree. No, he's right. They did.
Like
they made him into a fucking puny character.
Okay.
Like, it was
okay. Brock is supposed to be Olympian level athlete.
Yeah, huge.
Okay, hold on now. Venom just came out, and that was no Olympian level athlete. He wasn't super jacked.
Yeah, but Tom Hardy's bigger than the actor who played fucking
Yeah, but
the guy from that '70s show. I forgot.
From
his
my
name.
understanding, though, that wasn't going to be the end of Venom. That was like Venom's origin story, and then it was gonna go on from there.
Well, I mean, I can only assume that they would go into like the Venom Carnage thing, but I don't know, man. There's so many bad guys in the Spider-Man wheelhouse. There's so many things that they can do. I'm just looking forward to see what's gonna come from it when it stays with Marvel.
Oh, well, you better stay with Marvel. So I would have loved to see it. If you guys would have loved to see a Spider-Man 4, by all means, hit us up. Let us know. And let's start a petition. Let's see if we can get
Spider-Man 4.
Huh?
A Sony Spider-Man 4 by Remy.
Yeah, of course. By the guy. Remy. We'll move on to New Line is working on a Space Invaders movie. And when I read this article, it was a palm to the face kind of thing. This article comes from Gizmodo.com. They're making a Space Invaders movie, and it's going to be interesting. It's written by Greg Russo.
Is it going to be a comedy?
It's written. He also wrote Mortal Kombat reboot. There's not much about it. It's just going to be based. It's going to be an arcade adaptation, and it's probably going to be hopefully better than Pixels. Hopefully.
Listen, Pixels is still better than Battleship.
Oh God, I love Battleship. Battleship is one of my guilty pleasures, man. Battleship was fun. Pixels was not.
So's Greek saunas, but we don't tell everybody about that either.
True, but I like Battleship. I won't even lie to you. That's actually. I think there's a show that I want to do called Guilty Pleasures. I think that's number 4 on the list for that show that I want to do because I loved it. I thought it was great. It wasn't anything hot. It was everything The Last Jedi should have been, basically. So.
Oh my God!
Out there, we're gonna move on.
What can you possibly do with a Space Invaders movie? Like, what can you possibly do?
Very similar to Pixels. Pixels was basically an alien invasion movie, except they were playing games. Same concept. I foresee that. I just foresee a bunch of, it's Pixels meets Independence Day, probably. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
We'll see how it goes.
Well, I think you're gonna enjoy it, Jotaro.
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the last one that they had.
Well, no, there's no pun, there's no joke. I'm not berating you at all. I'm saying you'll genuinely enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You prick.
Asshole.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Amazon Prime Day strike. This article comes from lifehacker.com. For the second year in a row, Amazon workers are planning to strike on Prime Day, which is going on now. Amazon warehouse workers in Germany, Poland, Spain went on strike during Prime Day this year. Fulfillment center workers in Minnesota have planned a similar strike in part of Amazon's recent announcement that would begin a one-day free shipping. So basically, you make them work harder and faster. That's what she said. Workers in Minnesota, Fulfillment Center plan a 6-hour work stoppage July 15th, the first day of Prime Day. Amazon started the event 5 years ago using deep discounts on television, toys, and clothes to attract and retain Prime members who pay subscription fees in exchange for free shipping and other perks. Amazon is going to be telling one story about itself, which is that they can ship a Kindle to your house in one day. Isn't that wonderful? But one of the employees from the strike says, we want to take the opportunity to talk about what it takes to make that work and that happen and put a pressure on Amazon to protect us and to provide safe and reliable jobs. So basically it means that Amazon is trying to make Prime membership be one-day shipping, and the workers are trying to say, hey, check it out. Do you have any idea how much work it'll take to get something packaged and shipped to you in a day? It's overworking, it's unsafe, and it's unfair. So, how do you guys feel about that?
It's not my problem.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Garflex is a man of the people. I want to make that very clear.
Bro, I had to work 12 on 12 off in the military while getting shot at. Stop being a fucking bitch. Do your fucking job. You're getting paid for it, right? If not, get a better education.
Hold on.
If not,
you signed up for the military, and that's part of the military is to get shot at. So you signed up for that.
Apply for that job?
Oh,
Yeah,
they did.
yeah.
Of course they did.
Okay,
But I'm
then
pretty
shut the
sure.
fuck up and do the
But
fucking
I'm,
duties you signed
but
up
I'm pretty sure that when they signed up for their job, it was, okay, fine, shipping, regular shipping. Now that you're putting that pressure to be running around your ass to get a package for your little Kindle.
That's why there are contracts installed when you sign paperwork for when you're about to get hired. So
Understood, but
you have to
it
read
isn't.
this shit.
You're not understood, but it is the employees' rights to strike when they're not feel like they're treated unfairly or that they're changing a policy that's going to affect their
Absolutely.
well-being.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I'm not
sure.
against that.
I'm pretty sure if when Joe Torre goes back to the Navy, that if they're told to go out there and storm some beach with no guns, they'll freaking strike and protest. So I mean, it's the same concept. They are modifying something that may or may not impact their ability to do their job, and they're striking for it.
The Marine Corps did that and they still won.
What? They took away their guns?
Yeah, actually, they had to fight with sticks once.
I don't believe any of this that you say, but I appreciate that you said it.
Either way,
There's a lot of things you believe there.
I mean, they can strike. Good, sure. I don't think they should not make that one day
Absolutely.
shipping. I mean, could they do better? Could they get a better job?
They can, but
Okay.
but at the same time they have to look for another job. They can't just quit and not have an income.
Okay, well then, fucking.
Or
suck it
what
up
if
and try to-
what if this is their skill set and then, they can't do anything better than this? Then what?
If this is their skill set, and they can't meet the performance of the duty, then this is a shitty skill that they've chosen.
There's always, you know what? There's always IKEA.
The performance of their duty was to ship 2 days for free. Now they're being increased to 1 day for free. That's totally different.
They get paid Amazon money to do Amazon things.
Okay.
That's it. That's it, man.
I have changed the deal. Pray that I do not change it any further. Plain and simple. It's a job. A lot of people out there don't have them. If you don't want the job,
don't give me that bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit. I hate that shit. I hate that phrase. You have a job. You need to be grateful because the people don't have jobs. That's pure bullshit.
Yeah, you don't have to be grateful, but fucking do what you signed up for.
You're working for somebody else. You're being told what to do. It's not about being grateful. Yeah, you have it, but don't sit there and say that. That phrase upsets me beyond words.
Yeah, because there are people who genuinely have to wake up and they're no, well, no, there are generally people who have to wake up and their well-being is compromised because they don't like what they do, but they're doing it because they have to make money.
Of course,
for a
this world
specific.
puts you in that position.
I'm not saying that it's everything's 100% about it. But the fact of the matter, being able to support your listen. When I was out of a job, I was doing getting jobs any way I could, anywhere. I even applied at Amazon. All right. But the problem is that I ended up getting another job before the fulfillment center ended up opening up. But the whole thing was that I was willing to go anywhere I needed to be able to supply food for my family and put a roof over my head. Now, yes, there are a lot of people out there that, like myself, that were struggling for months, and people that struggle for years trying to get a position, and they end up not being able to even make ends meet, and they get no help whatsoever. Okay, I get it that you don't like the job, then try to find something else. Try to learn another trade. Use the time that the little bit of free time that you have, and go to trade school, get a certification, something.
Oh, yeah?
There's always opportunity.
That is easier. That is easier said than done when you're stuck working, or you may or may not have a family, you may or may not have bills, you may not even have the extra free time to do what you just said. Okay, you're telling me that just because that workers who are in unfavorable situations don't have the right to protest and to.
I never said they don't have the right to protest.
Okay, so then what are we talking about then? That's all we're talking about. They're on strike because they don't think it's fair that they're going to be forced to have to try and fulfill a 1 day shipping time for items. That's what we're talking about. So
they have the right to protest. I personally, me personally, if I was in a position where I needed to be, I would scab right away, and not because I don't. They have the right to protest, but I also have the right to think that I would, if it was me in that position, I wouldn't be protesting. I may, I would have high blood pressure. be ready to die, but I would also be trying to do the same thing that I did when I was in a dead end job at a racetrack down here in South Florida, where I was not getting anything going on. What ended up happening was what did I do? I was working 45 to 50 hours a week. And I went to school. I went to full school for full time with 12 credits a semester, just so I could get a 4-year degree in 3 years, and I did it.
Okay, I'm glad you did it, and just because you did it doesn't mean that everybody can, or has the zeal, or has the ability, or has the needs, or has the support system to do it.
I paid everything, and the way I got everything on loans. I owe lots of money, but you know what? I was able to do it.
We here at the Geek Bros recognize that our words will change nothing, so I go back to my original stance. Not my problem.
I'm moving on.
Thank you.
I'm moving on.
Nobody gives a fuck about these people.
I'm moving on. It's not about people; it's a concept, because we all are work. We are all workers. We all work, and we all know for a fact.
Scenario, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's why you should be saying something, you little fuck. But it's okay.
No, but my scenario will be here for another 20 minutes. I know there's no point in even bringing it up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You
do a lost episode on it and send it to Vibe.
I'm gonna, yeah, right. All right, so you guys know what's going on. This is coming from yahoo.com/lifestyle. 007 has no gender, and how the next James Bond movie might be a clever way to star a woman. So I'm not gonna read the article because there is rumors that the black girl, what was her name? I can't find it. Lashana Lynch, who played Captain Marvel, who played Captain Marvel's best friend, is potentially being tapped to be the first female 007. And so they're saying 007, the designation, doesn't have to be it's not assigned to any gender. How do you guys feel about that? Having a female 007.
Have you guys ever listened to
James Bond,
Trevor Noah? Trevor Noah?
Yeah.
He has a very good bit on why James Bond can't be black. Could absolutely be a woman. That's fine. But like, here's the thing: is they should retire the numbers. Like, it doesn't have to be 007, the woman. All right, it's so stupid. Just make another spy movie. It doesn't, like, if they do it, do this. James Bond dies, and this chick takes the designation. That's it.
Kind of like
that would make more sense, though. That would make more sense.
Yes, exactly. And my reason, and again, just because like this topic makes me not give a fuck about it, I want to watch it. But Trevor Noah explanation on why he can't be black is pretty actually funny, but clever. Where everywhere that James Bond goes, or like the Highland countries, and it's pretty snowy, all right, and he's undercover. Everybody's gonna know that the one fucking black person in that goddamn country is the spy, because it's the one fucking black person in that goddamn country. Like, yo, like, try to blend in as a black person in Scotland. Go ahead.
I'll take on that bet.
Otherwise, I don't care. The James Bond movies aren't even good anymore.
True.
Yeah, I haven't really enjoyed the last 2 or 3.
I haven't watched any of Daniel Craig's James Bond movies.
No, I've seen like 1 or 2.
I know, but I just I've had no interest. I haven't seen any of them. So I've actually never really all that been interested in James Bond. Actually, I would say what Flex about our previous conversation, I couldn't care less about this article, but because it's something that's out there, I throw it out there. Jotaro, do you have anything to say?
I actually, honestly, I mean, I did like Daniel Craig's movies. I thought he was a pretty good James Bond, but they're moving on with the time. So obviously, this is going to be a big hit for the large African American community, and which is okay. I don't mind that. I mean, if they want to change it up and spice it up a bit, why not? I mean, like Flex said, the James Bond movies, ever since, honestly, Sean Connery, with back in the day with those movies, they were pretty good. I've actually had the pleasure of watching them, and they were not bad. Actually, they were pretty decent movies. Yeah, they were pretty decent movies. But as the times went on, they changed to James Bond. But that's what's supposed to happen, and eventually they were going to have a female play the role. So I mean, it was bound to happen. Either whether it would have been black or white or Asian, whatever, it was bound to happen. So it doesn't really matter. I have no problem with it.
I would love to be able to see some another designation be brought in. They always talk about 007, but why not change it up, add a couple different numbers in there. Maybe 777 or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm saying is
or 666.
Well, yeah. Well, that's amazing.
You set me up for that.
I did. I want to see it. I'll just have to see if what they'll do with the story. I watch 007 die and someone take over the mantle, like Flex said. I think that would be the logical route. And Bond traditionally does a lot more, rational than other movies that we have talked about in the past that don't make sense.
Yeah. So I don't see the issue with it.
I looked here. Well, I mean, look at this. I mean, when they did Ariel being black, they threw out all those white memes. So I was wondering where it's going to come from.
Let's not get into that. That'd be a whole conversation again.
Why? What happened? I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying.
What's the difference? Why?
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and whatever? So I'm just saying it's the same concept. So
Right.
Anyway, we'll go from there. Moving on to Linda Hamilton explains why she's finally back. This article comes from yahoo.com/entertainment. In short, it's just basically her saying that the reason why she believes that Terminator 3, 4, and 5 didn't work is because you didn't care about the characters. Like there was no real. It was just action and explosions and robots, but you didn't care about the characters. So she's coming back in hopes to bring that humanity back into the series. How do you guys feel about Linda Hamilton coming back? Darflex is looking at Jesus or something. And what do you think about her? What she believes about the other what is it called? Sequels. What are you guys all looking at? Jesus.
Sorry.
I will say that I am happy to see that her back. What she's gonna bring to it, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she will bring more of a more humanistic approach to it, and I'm looking forward to going down the rabbit hole one more time with Sarah Connor trying to see if she can save her son this time.
Well, he's been conspicuously absent in the trailer, but I think I have a theory about that. We'll get into it another time about what that's about. Jotaro?
And the Hammy being back? I don't mind her. Yeah.
Oh God, why'd you do it like that? That was just so. I mean,
she was. I felt like she was bound to come back anyway.
How so? Like what could I use her for? But I mean,
she was one of the main characters in.
She is super old now.
I know, but I mean, you still have a use for her. Doesn't matter. It's still possible.
It doesn't matter. So you're right. Well,
what's the matter with you, huh?
Flex, you got something to say?
It's much better than having Daenerys as Sarah Connor. So
I agree. That was terrible. That was terrible.
Oh,
all right, let's move on. We're moving on to the next one. Another Yahoo.com entertainment. It's Star Wars Episode 9 will have one of the most epic lightsaber battles in the history of the franchise. So of course, we're assuming they're talking about Rey and Kylo Ren again, which I'm not thrilled about. Anybody gives a flying F about this potential epic lightsaber battle?
No,
I did not actually see it at all. I'll be honest.
Okay,
Bless you.
I am extremely interested.
Let's do.
I don't want to know anything about it.
Well, no, it doesn't. That's all it says, really. I mean, I can read it, but I don't want to read it. It's just basically it's going to be one of the most epic lightsaber battles because
I kind of want to leave all of that Episode 9 stuff to when I finally see.
Because what they did was when they made the lightsabers for this episode, they made them much lighter, and the lightsabers actually were much heavier in all the other episodes. So now it's going to be more weight, but it's going to be faster as well. Not as
More
choreographed.
intense?
Yes, basically.
Okay.
So it'll be easy for them to move it around. So that's basically what it is. But I mean, I'm not really interested in Episode 9 because Episode 8 didn't leave me with anywhere to go. But that is interesting. And for one of the final ones, I threw this in last minute. Taika Waititi is back for Thor 4. Who's thrilled about this? I'm thrilled to death about this.
That is.
I'm
Taika Waititi. He's the director of Thor 3. Ragnarok. He directed Ragnarok, and he's the voice of Korg.
Oh, he's back for actually.
Yeah, to direct it.
Thor.
There's going to be a Thor 4, and he's directing it. Would you guys?
I mean, Thor 3 wasn't that bad at all. I actually enjoyed it.
Thor 3 was really good.
Yeah, so I welcome him. I mean, that would be great.
Right, but the thing is, so you guys are ruining the whole excitement of this whole thing because we didn't even know there was going to be a Thor 4. We thought that Chris Hemsworth was done. He might be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but that was about it.
He actually said it in an interview that as long as they're willing to make it,
right,
he's willing to play it.
That's exactly. But
he is actually out of all of the original cast of the Avengers,
right?
He is the only one that has come out on record saying that I will play it until I'm basically no longer able to.
But then it's the actor who gets progressively more expensive as the movies go by, and it's the studio whether they still want to play with the Thor character or move on to, of course, newer characters, which means what? Lower overhead. So this was up in the air, but I'm glad it's happening, and I'm really excited because I loved Ragnarok. Ragnarok was fantastic. So, any other comments?
I'm looking forward to it. Another buddy cop film would be fun.
Yeah, or somehow splitting off from what you call it. So, we're gonna reintroduce Hot Mike. Hot Mike. Now this was actually brought to my attention by Dark Flex, so he's gonna handle this one.
I forgot
this
about
girl
this.
made thousands selling her bath water. Dark Flex, hit us with this.
So this chick, Belle Delphine, has been selling her Gamer Girl bath water for $30 a cup. It's pretty interesting because there's a class action lawsuit trying to be put up against her because somebody took the Gamer Girl water and put it under a microscope and found no DNA of the said Gamer Girl. So it's not them. Also, people have been drinking it, and they've been supposedly getting. Some people say somebody died, that they've been getting herpes from it, and so on, which is all BS. It's just a Gamer Girl selling water to a bunch of thirsty dudes. That's pretty much it. But it's just ridiculous that
getting herpes.
I mean, you can.
Well, I mean,
it's
from my understanding, she did like spit in a few of them too. So, I mean, what do you expect?
Well, I mean, she drank some of the water and she kind of just let it drain back out into the thing. She didn't go. So
that just goes to show you that you literally can sell or do anything you want. And
no. That really you can sell anything you want. You taught us that from eBay.
Exactly.
But this is on a different level though. This is on a different level. You know what I'm saying? We can't count our farts and sell that. That won't work. But
no. I'm sure we could.
We can.
Now, we're not gonna make $10,000, but I can at least assure you, between the four of us, we can make like $45.
Exactly. I agree with him. We can.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Geek Bros will be farting in cans, and then we'll be shipping them to Joe Taro to sell on eBay.
Mason jars.
Mason jars.
Fine,
they're sealed tight, and they're all gonna be sent over to
drip.
To Joe Taro. We're also gonna fart in the envelope that we're sending to Joe Taro. When he opens it up, he gets the special whiff, and he knows the quality of the product, and he will sell them on eBay. So if you guys want some. Anyway, are we done with this topic? Did you say what you said?
Yeah, I guess. Man.
Did you when you bought one of her butt waters? What did it taste like?
It tasted like you're cooking.
Oh, bad decisions. I get it.
I'm pretty sure you ate in Chicago. I'm pretty sure you had a full belly in Chicago.
Yeah,
okay?
I did. I also remember the fact that you cooked for Flex, and me and Garbanzo missed out on that 5
I had to cook for Flex bigger and better because we were running out of days, and I wasn't taking any of this meat back with me. I had to finish this stuff up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. These are the same guys that had my cooking and still wanted to go get Chinese food later on that same goddamn night. Okay. I never forget that mess. Okay, that was the same night I burnt my fucking face.
Okay, I wanted just some dumplings. That's it. That's all I wanted. I wanted some dumplings.
First of all, that
you
place
ordered 24
amazing,
dumplings,
man. Yeah, you really did.
I ordered 4. Each of them had a few each, but I only ordered 4.
I had one
different ones.
Gross. It was
gross. The soup dumpling was amazing. You have to admit that one.
I don't know. Whichever one I had was gross. I felt really bad because
I don't know what you guys.
I ate it, but it was gross. What did I have? Pad Thai? I think I had Pad Thai. Was it?
So you had like the number 24 special. I don't know what it was.
I got your 24 right here. And with that being said, we are done with this episode. Of course, before we wrap up, you can check us out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at Geek Bros with a 0 GEKBR 0S. WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place to listen to us every Wednesday night. God, I gotta upload this thing tonight. I'm really not looking forward to that. And if you want to see these buttery faces, YouTube.com/Vibrep Studios. Shameless promotion, gents, before we wrap it up. Darth Flex.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Darth_Flex. You can find me on Twitter at DarthFlex or DFP, Darth Flex Performance, and Instagram as well as The Inebriated Craftsman.
Fantastic. Garbanzo.
You can find me on Bean TKE278 on the gram and on
the
Twitter.
Gram.
Or you can actually just drop a line on Garbanzo's Corner on Facebook.
Fantastic. That was good. I like that a lot. All right. And I'm Vibe. You can check me out at Vibrep Studios. VREVSTDIOS. Sorry,
Hey.
Joe Taro. Yes, Joe Taro.
Last one in, last one out.
You can find dumbass. You can find me on
Grinder.
Yeah, you can. What? No, hold on. You can find you can find me on Twitter with JOETARRRO and Instagram JOETARRO.
And you can find him on Grinder. That's Joe.
I'll actually be
That's
at
Joe _DTF. That's not Dark Flex Performance. That's down the fuck. And that's on Grinder. And you can find him on eBay. That is Scumbag for Life. That's his user. You can check out his library of slightly used merch, things that he stole at Comic Cons, and of course, of course, guys, I'm Vibe. You can check me out on Instagram and Twitter. That's Vibrep Studios, VIBESTUDIOS. Facebook as well, and of course, VibrepStudios.com. That website will be back up next month after I'm done with the stuff. Wow, whatever that is. So that's it for Keeping Up the Geek Bros, episode 71. I'm Vibe.
Darth Flex.
Garbanzo.
Jotaro.
And geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.